Alright guys, as you can see, I got my cooker all tarped up. I've been taking a little break, but you can see that smoke in the background wafting around. So I got me an empty bag of charcoal here. Check it out. I think I might do me some nighttime ribs, man. Got me a little charcoal going. I got some apple wood buried amongst them charcoals, and right there I got me a little bit of hickory up there. Gonna have a mix of apple, hickory, and I'm gonna use those little briquettes as the main fuel source. Get me a nice cook out of this amount right here. I'll fashion together my old ugly drum. Get this baby going, man, and do me some ribs. Alright. Guys, with the use of my trusty dusty little propane torch there, I believe I got these here charcoals lit sufficient enough. I got this little quarter of them pretty well lit. I don't know if you can see them burning hot down in there, but yeah, this first little section here, I got them burning good. Now that'll get the rest of them going, and you know, it'll slowly ignite the other coals as it burns over. You know what I'm saying? So now I'll get the rest of this here ugly drum ready, and I'll bring them ribs on out. Right. First I put this little grate on top of here so I can set my little water thing on there. I'll fill that with some water. Help keep a little moisture in the cooking chamber. And also it'll help regulate that temperature. You know. With this ugly drum, you see I cut the bottom out of it so I can pick it up and sit it over it, clean it out easier. The only thing is, you know, air tends to get sucked in all the way around the whole barrier now, you know. So what I do is, once I get it on there, I put a little pile of dirt all the way around it to kind of stop air from getting sucked in. Because I want to control the air inlet with these here valves and stuff I got situated around the cooker. Yeah. Well, that's kind of a waste if it's just getting sucked in all along the bottom. But if I cover that up with a little dirt, I still have control of the airflow. And by controlling the air coming in, I can control that there temperature a little better. You know? So, I'll get that water thing cleaned out and get it on there, and then I'll get this in position. Right, I got that set up. That's that. I don't see any little drips or leaks coming out of that sucker. So, time to get the rest going. I gotta season the inside of this here drum again real quick and do that lid. We'll get them ribs out and I'll give you a look at them real quick. Alright guys, as you can see, I scraped down the inside of that baby. Then I wiped it all down good with some nice cooking oil. The whole area where any food would be up cooking and stuff. And I also did the same to the inside of this sucker. Scraped all the little bull crap off and got it seasoned up with some cooking oil. So now, on to the next step. Dun, 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 dun. As you see, I got that sucker lower down to there. See, I got my little fire basket down there doing its deal. I got this little water pan sitting there. And it serves multiple purposes. That water pan, it serves kind of like a heat shield. It also helps keep a little moisture in the air and control the temperature of the cooking chamber. Because, you know, water boils at what, 212? Look at that. Alright, now I'll put the bottom grate on, and then the top grate, and I'll be out here with them ribs. With them ribs. I'm crazy, ain't I? Alright, I got one in. Alright guys, now I got that other one in. Nice and clean, ready to roll. It ain't sitting exactly level, but it's secure, it's stable. And like I said, just slapping this baby back together until I get my other little stuff done. I got plans for you know, I've been working on that mobile, you know, pit, that, you know, that cooker I've been working on right there. But I also have plans for more permanent one out back made out of cinder blocks and steel and stuff. It's going to be real cool. It's going to be a traditional barbecue pit. Something like you'd see down there in the Carolinas or something. Well, all over I guess, but you know, your traditional real barbecue pit. It's going to be pretty cool. Something to gather around and cook, talk a little this and that, you know what I'm saying? Right now, we gathered around this ugly drum. We about to put together some good ribs. So let me go get them ribs and let this baby come up to temperature. Alright guys, here are some spare ribs that I cut up last night, and I slapped a different little spice rub I came up with on there. I'm going to test it out. You know, I let it sit overnight with that rub on there. Hopefully it wasn't too long. I bet you it's going to be good. It ain't going to have no effect, really. I mean, it probably didn't penetrate too far into the meat anyway, but it's going to be on and popping, guys. You will see through the miracle of time and this here pause button, you'll be seeing it quicker than me. Alright, let me get this stuff situated and get it out there on that there cooker. I'll be back. Yeah, I think I'm missing in the opening ceremonies of the Olympics right now, so I'm gonna have to hurry up and get this stuff on there. You see I got that meat sitting on this chair for a memento. I can't wait till I get done with my little cooker and I have my little table and stand and all that cool stuff set up. You see I got my handy dandy chimney dampers. Alright guys, let me get to it, because you always knew it. That guy Ty, he flows like fluid. Yeah. Alright guys, I got it on there. What I did, if you see on the ends there, kind of folded it up where the meat gets thinner towards the end there. I don't want that cooking way faster than the other thicker part, so I just kind of folded it up until it was about the same thickness as the rest of the meat. And I did the same thing down here on the end of this here spare rib. And them little extra little bits and pieces, I kind of did that the same. Those will be done sooner anyway. I could chow on those as a little snack, or you know, use them in some kind of other dish. Say I made some barbecue baked beans or something, I could use that meat in there. I don't know. Anyway, these babies are ready to go, man. Get the lid on here, calibrate this temperature a little bit better, and I'll go chill and watch the Olympics. I'll be back, guys. Check it out. Alright guys, we're cooking. You see I got these little homemade chimney dampers set to where I think it's good. And got that hole all the way open. That one is capped off. And if you look at this one, it's probably about halfway or so. This baby's sitting right at about, what do you say, man? 225, 220, something like that. Somewhere in that zone. Again, it may not be super accurate. It was calibrated pretty accurate, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, I could do the whole put your hand on the thing method of, you know, determining the heat and whether it's too hot or cold. And I don't know, I have enough experience just to listen or eyeball it and feel the cooker, and I could tell you how it's cooking. And you know, that goes with barbecue in general, man. It's not about spending a bunch of money on fancy grills and get-ups and all that and having all these excuses for bad barbecue. As long as you understand the concepts of barbecue and how to put them, you know, into practice. And that key word, practice. Practice makes perfect with anything. Anything you do, the more you do it, the better you get. More experience, wisdom, knowledge, etc. You know, so you could take stuff like this here crazy looking drum, crazy old thing I'm working on over here, or whatever. You could take a dang gone Weber kettle style grill and you could turn out some good barbecue as long as you know barbecue. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some fancy little rig might make things a little easier, better for you to maintain temperatures, etc., etc., etc. But as long as you know the basic concepts, man, you could do a MacGyver and make some things happen. You understand? But all that aside, we'll be back. We're cooking. And then like they say, If you looking, you ain't cooking. We'll be back a-looking though in a little while. We'll check it out in about an hour. Well guys, how's it going? I gotta go out there and put some dirt around that dang gone cooker. I looked out the window and I realized I forgot to block off all the little cracks and crevices where the air is sneaking in and hindering my ability to control that cooking temperature. So I better get out there. Say what's up, guys. What up? What up? See old Mapper back there? You see? I gotta put some dirt down around them cracks and crevices, man. I don't want my fuel to burn up too quick. Right, there we go. You see, I got a couple shovel loads of dirt, and I put them all around the edge there to block off that air from just sucking in underneath that there barrel. So now it has to come in my little air intakes that I created. Now I'll probably have to come out here and recalibrate things a little bit in a couple minutes, but that should help out big time. I can't just be letting this sucker go all willy-nilly on me now. I got to try to control the situation best I can with what I have. Alright guys, I'll be back a little bit later. Yeah, and a little quick side note, it is already smelling so dang good out here, man. I can't wait to eat it. That apple and that hickory and that little meat in the air and the smoke, oh my god, it's smelling so good. I bet it's making people want to go out there and make some of their own barbecue. Man, I almost fell down. Anyway, I decided to give it an extra half hour. Oh yeah, see, I should have came out here and recalibrated this air inlet. Yeah, I need to open it up some. But anyway, I gave it an extra half hour. Instead of an hour, I waited about an hour and a half. Let's check this out, see how we're looking. I got the light on. Yeah, it ain't looking too bad. Not bad at all. Especially once I get that heat cranked back up. Yeah. Alright. You give it a little bit, it's gonna be looking real good. This is just the first check. What we got here? Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I should have checked that temperature after I put that dirt around there. Let a little more oxygen in, it cooled down quite a bit. But, oh yeah, it's still cooking at a good temperature. Alright guys. Keep an eye on that thermometer. Get that baby to temperature and yeah, I can hear it creeping up with all that oxygen getting in there right now. See that smoke? Well, you can't really see it the way I can. Yeah, you can. Alright. Yeah, I was in there watching the Olympics. I figured, oh, I'll just give it a little extra time. I should have been out here checking on stuff. Getting sidetracked. I didn't get sidetracked too much though. Believe me, it's gonna be good. It shall turn out good. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Can you see in there? Dun dun dun. Boom boom boom. Boom dun dun dun. See it's creeping up? Yeah, buddy. You give it a little bit. It's kind of cool how with the light you can see through there. See in there with the smoke. Yeah, now that's cooking, baby. We cooking some ribs. Alright guys, I'm back out here. It's been probably just about an hour, just under an hour. Dang, if it wasn't so much glare. Well, let me see if I can focus. You see it's crept back up to right around 200. It's been cooking. Let's open this baby up and take a gander. Take a gander of what we got going on over here. Let's take a peek. Oh yeah, it's looking good through the smoke. Alright. Now that's looking a lot better than it's been cooking with some much better heat. Yeah, look at that, baby. You see that? I wish we had smell-o-vision, boy, because I'm telling you what, it's smelling pretty good up in here. I'm going to flip these babies off. You know what? I might moisten these babies up a little bit with some sort of little mop or a little spritz. I'm going to flip these babies over and let them keep on cooking. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to just flip them over for right now. I'll be back. Alright, as you see, I done flipped them. They're looking good. Next time we come out here, man, they'll be looking even better. I'll tell you what, that meat's going to start pulling back from them bones. It's going to be looking good. Alright guys, let me get the lid back on here. I'm letting all my heat out. I'll be back later, and I'll flip them back over. Yeah, buddy, this is what you call nighttime ribs with that guy Ty. I used to have a lot of these here cooks, you know, these nighttime cooks. I've been so busy this summer though, man, I've really been slacking. I ain't even really did too many cooks at all. No serious cooks, I'll tell you that. Too busy trying to do that other cooker over there and running around doing a bunch of other things. Time to get back on task, you know what I mean? I got to keep my game tight, talking all that barbecue stuff. Hell, you got to be barbecuing, you're going to be talking all that barbecue. You know what I'm saying? See if I still got it. You never lose it. Alright guys, I'll be back. Alright guys, it's time to go ahead and check this stuff again. Look at that. Temperature done ran up big time. See, that's what happens when that meat cooks and stuff, boy. Let me check this. I know we gotta flip it back over. We getting there. We getting there. I can hear it in there doing this stuff, sizzling and popping. Oh boy. I'm in there making beats and watching the Olympics and carrying on, boy. I'm supposed to be out here cooking this food. You see down there? Can you see that stuff down there boiling? The water pretty much boiled off good. That's grease and stuff dripping up off these ribs. That's the underside of the ribs. I'm going to have to flip that back over. Boy, oh boy. I need to be back. I got to be more on my game, folks. Look at that. It's going to look good, though. This or that. This or that. This or that. This or that. You guys remember that black sheep? You could get with this or you could get with that. You could get with this because this is where it's at. You see I split this baby in half when I picked it up to flip it. It's looking good, man. It's looking good. Boy, oh boy. I got to pay better attention, though. Have these mugs go ahead and run away from you. Get away from you. I ain't trying to make rib jerky now, you hear? Looking good, though. I'm going to bring that temperature down. Maybe put a little bit more fluid inside my little container down there. Bring that temperature down a little bit. Yeah. Folks, I don't always do so, but... Oh, man, anyway, I don't always do so, but I think I might... You know, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and there's more than one way to do ribs. I think I'm going to go ahead and foil wrap these suckers and go back in there and get back to my production. I'll wrap them up in foil, put a little bit of my little special sauce in there in that little packet, and I'll be back out here in a little while to get them. I mean, heck, man, you can eat them the way they are now, boy. I just sampled those little pieces, and I'm telling you what, that new rub is nice. That little spice rub, you know, it isn't too overwhelming, you know, it lets the meat shine. I like to let the meat talk for itself, you know. You want to cover it up with all kinds of spice rub and barbecue sauce, man. It kind of defeats the whole purpose. It's good. This stuff right here is on the map. I wish you guys could all be here to partake and share some. I'm gonna let this cook a little longer and get it even better, man. So let me go in there and I'm gonna sit these babies in some foil and let them cook in that foil. You know what I'm saying? Stay moist, you know, kind of steam it a little bit. Get that meat even more tender. Render some more of that stuff out of there, and I'll be back. And then I'll take it out the foil, put it back on here, let it tighten back up a little bit. And we take it in there. But until then, well, I don't know. You'll see. Here, guys, I'm telling you what, I should turn that light off because it's really kind of overdoing it. But oh Lord have mercy, this stuff right here, look at that little smoke ring. I just took that little piece off right there, man, and so it's hotter than heck right now. I'm telling you what, it's good. I'm about to put this right down the hatch right here while I wait for the other stuff. But I'm telling you what, folks, these are just them little extra scraps, you know, when you trim the rib up to purdy it up. Oh, man, I'm burning my finger, but I'm telling you what, when I put this phone down, I'm about to put that down the hatch. Let me go ahead and grab that foil. I'll see you guys in a little while. It's time to test it out, you know what I'm saying? My autofocus is tripping. Alright, guys, I didn't wrap them up with any of my little juices or sauce or anything. I just wrapped them up best I could right out here on the grill. Them suckers were hot as heck and kind of hard to maneuver. I don't have a little table or anything out here, so I just had to make do with what I had. I kind of wrapped up best I could. I don't think there's too many little holes or anything in there, so it should hold in the moisture and stuff. And I'm gonna let these babies cook in that foil for a little while, and we'll bring them in. All right. Talk to you later on. All right, guys. That rub I made really helps the meat stand out on its own and really gives it a nice flavor. I'm telling you what, it'd be a shame to put sauce on here, but I wanted to test out my 2 sauces with this different spice rub I made up. Not knocking my old spice rub, but I'm digging this, man. I could really picture this on a brisket or a butt. Anyway, here's my original sauce I made up. And here's my other sauce I was referring to, my sweet yellow tang, something like that. It's really good. I'm going to test them both on this here product. Next time I'm back, I'll be bringing those ribs in.